welcome back. Hopefully you guys can see me okay. This is a weird angle here. I'm in my wife's car. I wasn't sure how to set up the camera, so I got it just hanging off of the rear view here. Hopefully that's decent. But this is the first real video to add to the strength part of the name of the channel, being Street to Strength now. We're just sitting here in the parking lot of the gym. You know, it's winter time. I can't ride my bike. I can work on my bike, as you'll see in other videos, but I can't go on any trips or anything. So, you know, this channel is all about documenting certain areas of my life, and this is going to be a pretty big part of it for quite a while here. Real quick, I'll just get into the history of why I want this part documented. So let's see here. So back in 2021, I have a friend named Tommy that was training with me for strongman. We were going to compete in there's a competition up north in Elkhart, Indiana. They do it every year, and it's amateur. You know, anybody can sign up. We were training for that. Tommy has competed several times. I'm not sure how many years he competed in a row, but he played college football. And during his training for college football, he also trained strongman. It just kind of went hand in hand with what he was wanting to achieve and wanting to do. And he always talked, you know, super highly of it and said, hey, you know, you're going to get hooked, whatever. And so he started training me and showing me how to do certain events and everything. I started buying equipment for the home, or for my home gym, and you know, we were pretty consistent with it and pretty excited about it. And then I was supposed to compete in August is when we were going to go up north for that. And at the end of July of 2021 was when I got COVID. And not only did I get COVID, but I also got double pneumonia on top of the COVID. So you go from training, you know, heavyweight and, you know, feeling like you can take on the world and everything, and COVID just knocked me the hell out. Excuse me. And during that time I was in the hospital. I was out of work for a month. I remember being in the hospital and not eating anything. They would force me in the mornings to eat a strawberry. Like if I ate a strawberry in front of the nurses, they would leave the room and say, okay, he ate something. And that'd be all I would eat that whole entire day, other than they had like an IV hooked up that did like some kind of nutrient bullshit. But I was just wasting away in the hospital there, not eating anything. I couldn't move out of my bed. I couldn't even go to the restroom on my own. Just really knocked me back quite a bit, man. That was a terrible time. And so then when I got back to work, I was weak as fuck. And, you know, my recovery was, I didn't start training for a long time. My recovery basically was eat to try to gain my strength back. I could barely even walk when I got back home. And my wife actually caught me. They told me not to walk on my own without my oxygen, and I was so tired of it, and I got so weak. And my wife actually caught me trying to walk from the bedroom to go get laundry out of the laundry basket, or out of the laundry room with the washer and dryer. So she caught me trying to walk without my oxygen and stuff, and she just looked at me and grinned, and she's like, yeah, you know you're not supposed to be doing that. But it was just so hard for me to just sit and be withering away and stuff. So I lost all my strength during that time. And like I said, so my recovery basically was just eat everything in sight. And I lost so while I was in the hospital, I lost 37 pounds. And after I got home, I lost another 9 pounds. So it was like 46 pounds I lost back then. So obviously I couldn't compete that year at all. And then for the rest of the year, it took all this eating and all this stuff to try to get back to where I could actually even go to the gym, let alone lift anything. So fast forward from August of 21, now it is spring of 22, and I told Tommy, I said, hey, we need to start training again. And Tommy, he's like, okay, yeah, you think you can pick up where we left off, whatever. And me being, kind of cocky back then, was like, yeah, I think we can. So I'll try to put a picture of it up here, but one of the events that we really liked doing together was the farmer carries. And my farmer carry, we got up to 175 a hand. I want to say 175, which in the big scheme of things compared to what I weigh really isn't that much. So total is 350. So that was getting pretty easy to us, walk 50 feet, turn with it, come back. And we put a 25-pound plate on each side on that first day back, and I maybe walked 10 feet with it, and I felt like I was going to have a heart attack. So, and Tommy, I worked with him, and I walked up 6 stairs on my first day back to work. And he's like, you sure you're ready to come back? I said, oh yeah, I'm ready to come back. I walked up 6 stairs, and I thought they were going to have to carry me out of there on a cot because it just beat the shit out of me just to walk up those 6 stairs. So my lungs weren't ready. Nothing was ready. I couldn't train how I wanted. I was eating like shit. So all I did was basically gain all my weight back, but none of the strength that I had before. So since spring of 22, it's now November of 23. So since spring of 22, I've just been training, trying to get back to where my strength was before. So I'm 37 years old now, and I want to do something competitive with lifting before I'm, I know people say you could compete later on, whatever, but before I'm too old to be trying to lift all this stuff. So I have another friend from work. His name is Andrew, and he's quite a bit younger than me, but the dude is a freaking ox. He's been competing in powerlifting for several years now. And he came by the house and was showing me some different techniques and stuff, and I was asking him, I probably bored him to death with all my freaking questions about powerlifting and how to go about it. And he told me about this gym here in Kokomo where he goes. And also, Andrew's the only one that has signed my flag in my home gym. A lot of people have worked out there, but nobody's signed my flag like he has. So anyway, Andrew tells me about the gym that he goes to and where he trains, which is here at Workhorse. It's called Workhorse Gym. It's here in Kokomo. And now my goal is every year they host a NASA powerlifting meet here in Kokomo. It's a Natural Association or Natural Athletics. I don't know. I'll put it up here so you guys can see, but it's NASA. Natural Athletic Sports Association. I'm just going to go with that, but it's probably wrong, but I'll correct myself in the video if I need to. And as an amateur, I can still enter it even at 37 years old. So Andrew hooked me up with his trainer here at Workhorse Gym. His name is Ron Nichols. The dude can write a damn encyclopedia on the stuff that he knows about powerlifting. It's insane. I came in my first day and he had me sit down with him and go over my goals. He wrote up a program and I had to show him my 3 lifts. So anybody that's ever known anything about powerlifting is squat, bench, and deadlift. So he had me do those 3 lifts in front of him just with 135, just so I can show him my form, show him what I need to work on. Just with the little bit of him observing me that day and little tweaks that he showed me just after one day, I probably added about 40% to each of my lifts just from one day. So I was like, damn, this dude actually, he really knows what he's talking about. So that's where I've been coming here for the last 2 months. Hold on a second. There we go. So that's where I've been coming here for the last 2 months. And it's just been incredible, man. Just the amount of support and the amount of progress that I've been able to see here. So tonight we're going to do the main food groups. We're going to do chest and arms tonight. So I'm going to take you guys with me for that. So I just wanted to film my journey along with this, or along the way, so that way I have it. You know, that's the coolest part about having a YouTube and editing your videos and stuff, is not only do you get to, you know, meet, you know, a whole world of freaking people out here, but you get to document your life. You get to document things. You can look back on it. You know, I'm going to be able to look back and watch fishing trips with my dad. You know, it's just cool shit, you know. So that's what I'm doing with this. I'm going to document this part of my journey, and you know, maybe the strength part will stick around even after I'm done competing next September. So, but I want to take you guys along with me along the way. So let me drink the rest of this. Let's get inside and I'll show you guys around the gym. And as you can see, this place is not enormous. You have this room, you come over here, you have this room. Everything you need for powerlifting. If you come here, you don't want to lift anything heavy, there's really nothing else to do. There's not going to be a bunch of grandmas in here walking on the treadmill for 5 hours, nothing like that. You come here, you work, you leave, and that's it. We'll get you started on the flat bench here. Now they're nice and warm, it's time to actually do some work here. think I'm gonna stick right here at 275 for my working sets because I have not maxed out yet after I started training again. I have no idea what my max is, but this 275 is feeling pretty good to me right now. I think if I were to go past that, since I did so many sets before that I'd probably end up dropping it. So I think this is where I'm going to stick right now. That last one with 275, that third rep was a little rough, so I might put this one up 1 or 2 more times, 2 more reps, not sets, and we'll go back down from there. So before I do those, so he has me document everything that I do, like every time I come and train, everything's documented. He set me up with a program to follow on an app, but the app is a little hard for me to track on because some of the weights are so low, since he's kind of treating me like brand new to lifting. Some of the weights are so low that I have to put my own weights in. So I've just been documenting them in a little notebook. I told him I'm going to go old school with things, and he was perfectly fine with that. So where some of the weights would be, you know, my max would be to go up to 155. There's no way to change that in the app. I can put a note in there saying that I did more, but it's just better for me to, I text myself and then I write it down in my notebook when I get home. So, all right, see if I can get this 2 more times. If I can do it 2 more times, I'll be happy with the outcome for today. That's double, baby. All right, I'm pretty well already warmed up from doing a flat bench. I'm gonna move to the incline. Got the squat rack set up. Probably not gonna do as much talking during that one. So I'm just gonna fly through it before I hit arms here. Now that chest is done, now I just got to finish up with tricep pull downs. Chest, tris kind of go hand in hand. So my chest feels pretty good right now. I don't know that I could even do one single push-up if I tried now. I'm wore out now. So I'm gonna finish up with pull downs. I'm just gonna breeze through those real quick, probably do 4 to 6 sets. I'm not gonna show the pounds or anything because each machine out there is different. Weights are different on different shit. So what's 110 on this might be 45 on something else. I don't know. Those are just numbers I'm making up. But anyway, I'm gonna finish this up real quick. All right, there you have it. That's it. That's my first strength vlog, I guess you could call it. I don't know what you want to call it. We'll call it that since the name is Street to Strength. Strength vlog, how about that? And like I said, I'm no expert. I'm just a thick boy now that wants to pick up heavy shit. So I want to take you guys with me as I try to get better at it. But anyway, thanks for tuning in again, guys. Like, subscribe, tell all your friends to do the same. We'll see you next time.